the next day.
That's dope for Houston. I didn't really pay that news much attention. Obviously, wherever KD goes, he's going to change the way a team plays for the better. So it's always good having more and more competition in the West. And Jalen Green and Dillon Brooks stayed in the West too. So we accept all challenges, but I could care less about what's going on in the NBA besides our parade.
Shots being fired. Wow. Talk about the viewpoint of Kevin Durant's legacy in the year of 2025. What a tragic downfall it has been for Kevin Durant's legacy. This is Sports Guy talking that you guys are watching and listening to. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about how the Kevin Durant trade confirms the Rockets are in win now mode. With the Rockets acquiring Kevin Durant via trade, there are now potential expectations of the Rockets being major contenders in a stacked Western Conference. However, Kevin Durant will not be on a super team for the first time in years. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with a topic question. So, here it is. Will Kevin Durant make the Rockets legitimate championship contenders? I'm going to say yes to this question. Contrary to the belief, I am not a Kevin Durant critic. I know I have criticized Kevin Durant in the past, but I have genuinely wanted to see Kevin Durant do well post Golden State Warriors days. It's not like I'm rooting for Kevin Durant to be a failure, although I have been critical of Kevin Durant for coming up short when it matters most. I have to criticize Kevin Durant because it goes both ways. I have to give credit when somebody does something well, and I have to criticize somebody when they don't do well. And Kevin Durant has not done well from a team standpoint ever since he left the Golden State Warriors. At this point, it's pretty clear Kevin Durant is not a top 3 player in the National Basketball Association. However, can Kevin Durant still be a productive player on a winning team? Absolutely. I absolutely think the Houston Rockets robbed the Phoenix Suns in the Kevin Durant trade. Are you kidding me, Phoenix Suns? How could you take a deal that was so bad? Obviously, Kevin Durant is still a productive player. He's the modern day version of Carmelo Anthony. I don't think Kevin Durant can carry you to a championship alone, but do I think Kevin Durant can be an upgrade over Jalen Green? Absolutely. I don't understand why the Phoenix Suns took this deal in the first place. I know Kevin Durant had the leverage in the trade talks, but the Phoenix Suns really screwed themselves in the Kevin Durant deal. Jalen Green and Dillon Brooks, they're definitely not better than Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant could be absolutely washed up, and he could still be better than those two on their best days combined. Jalen Green is a very overrated NBA player. Jalen Green has good stats, but if you actually watch the tape, you can see Jalen Green doesn't really have the it factor in terms of elevating his team. He's one of the most empty-calorie 20-point scorers that you will see in the National Basketball Association. Jalen Green was a no-show come playoff time. I would have to think Kevin Durant would be an upgrade over Jalen Green. Dillon Brooks comes and goes. His offensive game is inconsistent. His defense is solid, but he's not better than Kevin Durant. The Houston Rockets got themselves a star player in Kevin Durant, and he's going to be an upgrade over what they had last year on their squad. I was surprised the Phoenix Suns did not ask for more young players in this trade. They got to keep Jabari Smith. They got to keep Sengun. They got to keep Tari Eason. I mean, the Houston Rockets have themselves a squad, and they got themselves a head coach too. Kevin Durant has been playing coach killer games ever since he left the Warriors, but I don't think the Rockets are going to have to worry about that because Ime Udoka just signed a contract extension with the Houston Rockets. So I doubt Ime Udoka is going to get fired anytime soon. Kevin Durant also has a pretty good relationship with Ime Udoka as well. I also want to show you guys this clip of Colin Cowherd analyzing the Kevin Durant trade. He believes the Kevin Durant trade is going to work out. I can't blame Colin Cowherd for thinking that at all. I feel the same way myself. Roll the film.
I do think this could help or hinder his legacy because KD is starting to feel a little like old Shaq and current Aaron Rodgers. Kind of sad. KD to Brooklyn was an absolute mess. KD to Phoenix was underwhelming, although it should be noted, Phoenix was about a 500 team when he played, 3-17 when he didn't. So he wasn't the problem in Phoenix. I think it's going to work.
You are correct, sir. Yes!
I agree. I completely agree with everything Colin Cowherd had to say about the Kevin Durant trade for the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets have got themselves a squad. You guys got to remember that the Houston Rockets just had the number 2 seed this past season. I know they disappointed in the NBA playoffs this year, but it's all about matchups. And unfortunately for the Rockets, they ended up having to play against an underrated Warriors squad. It didn't help that Jalen Green scored single-digit points in 5 out of the 7 possible playoff games. Jalen Green is not a playoff caliber player. I know some people are going to say Jalen Green can still grow into his game, but so far from what I've seen with Jalen Green, nothing seems to indicate that he's going to get better anytime soon. He's already had an elite head coach in Ime Udoka, and he had a pretty good squad in terms of role players, and he still couldn't get the job done. Now they're going to be moving forward with Kevin Durant as Jalen Green's replacement in terms of where they will get the scoring from. I would have to think Kevin Durant on his worst day is still more productive than Jalen Green on his best day. I truly believe the Houston Rockets have the chance to win an NBA championship next season. I'm not saying they're going to win the championship, but if you told me that they're right there with OKC, I would 100% buy it. This Rockets squad is really underrated. Sengun is getting slept on. I think he's going to be an all-star next season. Jabari Smith Jr. is going to take a step forward in this game. Don't sleep on Reed Sheppard. I truly believe Reed Sheppard's game is going to elevate with the presence of Kevin Durant. He's going to have more space to work with on the floor, and Fred VanVleet is a solid point guard. The guy's an NBA champion, and he had a solid season on the Houston Rockets. I expect his game to improve with the acquisition of Kevin Durant. I feel really excited about this Houston Rockets squad. They might be the second best team in the Western Conference right now. They already had the number 2 seed this past year, so I fully expect this Houston Rockets team to win at least 55 games. Of course, this is all going to be dependent on whether or not Kevin Durant can stay healthy. I'm going to assume Kevin Durant can play 65 to 70 games. If he does that, then the Houston Rockets are going to be the number 2 seed at the bare minimum, unless if the Western Conference is just absolutely stacked. I expect the Houston Rockets to be a much improved basketball team. Ime Udoka is an elite basketball head coach. If you're a Houston Rockets fan, you have got to feel really excited about the acquisition of Kevin Durant. I know that he has been a winner at his last 2 stops, but he's going to have a much better head coach to work with, and the role players are going to be much better than what he had in Brooklyn and Phoenix. As long as Kevin Durant does not try to play coach killer games or tries to control roster decisions, then he should absolutely be good. The Houston Rockets have got to tell KD, hey, just hoop. Don't try to make any decisions for our team. Let the GM and head coach do their jobs, buy into our culture, and just play basketball. If Kevin Durant can buy into that mindset, then he's going to be an excellent basketball player. I'm really excited to see what this Houston Rockets squad can do. Don't sleep on Steven Adams as well. He's an underrated rim protector. He's a former teammate of Kevin Durant's as well. I see a lot of production coming out for the Houston Rockets. They easily won this trade. The Phoenix Suns got themselves fleeced big time. I don't care that the Houston Rockets gave up 5 second-round picks and the 10th overall pick. Those draft picks are not going to help out the Houston Rockets in the immediate future. The Houston Rockets right now were 1 star away from being major contenders in the Western Conference, and they got that in Kevin Durant. They have just got to tell Kevin Durant, don't mess it up for the rest of us. Kevin Durant's going to get his head right, and he's going to play basketball at a high level. Don't be surprised if the Houston Rockets make it to the Western Conference Finals next year. In fact, if you told me the Houston Rockets are NBA champions next season, then I would absolutely buy that right now. Don't forget about Thompson as well. The dude is an absolute two-way player. His game on the defensive end of the floor is really impressive. It's time to believe in the Houston Rockets. So that is why Kevin Durant will make the Rockets legitimate championship contenders, as the Rockets were able to essentially give up very little in exchange for Kevin Durant. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking. Like the video and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That will be for the @DustinNashTran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @DustinNashTran, and that's Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @DustinNashTran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel, Sports Guy Talking.